Yeah. Good morning, Trev here. I'm just on my way to Wolford Wood Parkrun. I just wanted to show you the fire service college briefly, and which is on the way. So Wolford Wood Parkrun is just outside Moreton in Marsh, which is near Chipping Norton, so just on the edge of the Cotswolds and sort of just outside Oxfordshire. It's been shut for quite a long while, so because of the weather it's been sort of flooded, and because it's in a woodland, it's not been able to go ahead for a good few months. I think maybe only one or two times this year even. So we're in June and I think it's about event 40, something like that. So still a fairly new parkrun. So unfortunately there isn't like a very good sort of path to it. You can see I'm just running along this path from Moreton in Marsh to it. So most people drive to it. It also doesn't allow dogs. So there are a couple of things to bear in mind if you're coming to this parkrun. But the fire service college is great. So I just want to show you the entrance to that, and then I'll show you the parkrun itself. So we're going to Great Wolford. As you can see, it's a little bit overgrown. My feet are probably a little bit wet now, but there's not too many stinging nettles. So if you are planning to sort of jog or walk to it from Moreton in Marsh, just be aware of this road. And you can see sort of they do strim it, or mow it, sorry, but they haven't yet. And like I say, it's not, not the most pleasant of access routes, but nevertheless it does avoid using a car, so that's why I'm doing it today. And I've done this a few times, so I was just checking it out. But yeah, maybe leaving 20 minutes or so to get there. I just want to show you the road bit. So let's wait for this car. To Great Wolford, but it's actually, when you get here, it's not actually too bad because there's not a lot of traffic down here. I would say maybe another half mile or maybe even a mile. So maybe from Moreton in Marsh, maybe 2 miles to get here by foot. So that's not for everyone, I can appreciate. But yeah, as long as you're slow and safe, it can be done. My feet are squeaking. So yeah, not for everyone, as I say, but if you want to leave your car, or indeed if you're getting public transport to Moreton in Marsh, great station. So if you're travelling for tourism, you can do it by foot. And this is the side of the fire college land, just there. This wood's just outside it, so that's why you have to sort of go round the boundary, so to speak. So it's not actually geographically that far away, it just you just have to go round. And apparently there used to be a parkrun at the fire service college, but for various reasons, because they're doing a lot of military training and various things, that stopped, I believe. See, I'm going to pick someone up. Welch. So, just coming up to the car park, you can see ahead some cars turning in and some marshals directing traffic. So, as far as I remember, the car park is by donation. So, if you can, chuck them £1 or £2. But obviously Parkrun should be a free event, so if you can't afford to pay, I'm sure they wouldn't mind not paying anything as well. Just pretend to be a car. Morning. And there's the Parkrun flag, and we're here. We're just going to have a quick look for the pigs. Morning. No dogs. So yeah, I did talk to the owner actually, and they did have dogs at one point. Sadly, they had some issues, possibly because they've got wildlife. So the dogs maybe weren't well behaved, and they decided to make the rule. But there are some pigs. Let's go and have a look at the pigs. Can't remember the pigs' names, but here we go. Little grunt. Yeah, lovely pick noise. Hello. Hello. You might think I'm feeding them. Oh. Yeah. What a lovely noise they make. I've not got any food, I'm afraid. I wouldn't be able to feed you anyway. Of course, don't feed them, because that's not a good idea, but they are lovely to come say hello to. Okay, so this is actually the overflow car park. So they've got a small little car park which is on sort of a gravelly path, and then it goes off into this wood. So it's sort of trail shoes. I've got some cross-train trainer shoes. I'm just doing a warm-up lap, I'm sure. Hasn't started. What's the time? 8:45. So hopefully we'll get the first timers briefing, or a bit of it. Not that I'm a first timer. I think I've done this one about 5 times, something like that. Let's see if we can get through this gate. Yep. And show you the start. So this is the car park, which doesn't hold a lot of cars, but they'd fill this up first if you were early. Quite an interesting parking arrangement. And you can see, so it's got the Parkrun flag. £3 per car. Yeah. So donations, I believe. And yeah, here's the start line round here. As far as I remember last time, the finish funnel was here, so we will check out if they've changed the route. But coming out here, going sort of round where we saw the pigs, into the woodland, going round the woodland, coming up and down this track, I think. So you go out and back, I believe, and then do that maybe 3 times, but that might have changed. It's been a while. And this is the start where they do the briefing, and I'll just see if we can see the horses. Wildlife. Here we are. So they love their pigs. Wolford wood. Here are the horses though, which I saw last time I was here. And yeah, so that's why the dogs aren't allowed. I think there's quite a lot going on in terms of wildlife, so they don't really want dogs, which is understandable.
Sweet. So Marcus and Petra, this is their back garden. They are actually New Zealand, but we always thank them before we start the run. Is there anybody brand new to Parkrun, never done one before in their life? Let's give them a yeah, so welcome to Parkrun, and what a lovely day for it. And tourists, where we are normally, so our first timers brief normally is part of this, because most people just come, someone just said they only come once and never come back, but we do get tourists, so we've got some regulars building up. But so where are we all from? Has anybody come specifically from a long way? Tring. Where's that? Tring.
Suffolk.
Suffolk. New Forest.
North Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire. Newbury.
Austria.
Nottingham.
Austria.
Austria. Wherever you come from, give us a round of applause. Thank you. 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Thank you, Marshall. We've got some campers over there. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you, Marshall. So yeah, there's not much overtaking room until about now. So there's 3 laps. I'm not sure if we're going in the wood. I think they might have changed the route a bit, but they've done a lot of work on the paths and it was very, very wet, which is why they were shut for so long. So still a little bit damp, but no real problem with the mud. So this is an out and back. Still go through the wood in this sense, but yeah, it used to go right in that woodland, which I'm not sure if they'll do when it's even drier. Let's see. So 3 fairly flat laps, and other than a bit of mud, it's sort of fairly okay for footing. It used to come up there, yeah, so I think that path's been churned quite a lot, so they maybe reconsidered going into that wood, which is a bit of a shame because I did enjoy running through the actual wood, and maybe we don't do that anymore. Thank you, Marshalls. Thank you. Keep right. Okay. Little pothole. But yeah, much safer in terms of there's far less trip hazards. It's fairly simple route around the field, out and back. Do it 3 times. So yeah, in terms of running, yeah, there's where it used to come. Try not to get anyone's faces because obviously not everyone wants to be filmed, do they? But hopefully this vlog will give people an idea of Wolford Wood Parkrun if you're thinking of visiting it. Well done. A little bit of mud, not too much at all. And yeah, they put lots of wood chips, and I saw on their Facebook they were giving it a weekly mow in the field. I see some farmyard bits. Here's a campsite, they were saying, so you do have campers here who I remember a couple of times would give high fives. That was really cool. Sometimes they might join it, but if you were camping here on a Saturday morning, thank you. Lots of very friendly marshals out today, and great to see them back. So you've got the split here, going for lap 2, and they're just setting up the finish funnel. Thank you, marshals. Now we're doing it all again. So I won't film the 2nd and 3rd lap, but I'll see you at the finish. Thank you, Marshall. I love the tail. Tail walker has a tail. I love that. So some park walkers as well. So some people do walk. Various different conversations about parkrun not really including walkers, and I do sort of fully appreciate that if you're a walker, it can seem like they're not included. You really need a good chunk of walkers to join parkrun events to make it feel more walker friendly, but there are a few walkers, but not many. So if you're okay walking sort of with just the park and the tail walker or a couple of park walkers, you'll be fine. Hey guys, high five. Thanks for coming. See you in one lap. Okay, so on lap 3. So yeah, this is the mown field, and they've mowed a sort of a track all the way round, which is looking really good. There are a few muddy patches here, which I'm assuming is why they've chosen not to go into the actual woodland. So you can see that's still a little bit waterlogged, not too bad, nowhere near as bad as when I did it 6 months or so ago. And they're probably just thinking it's a bit of a trip hazard if you have tree roots and such like within the wood as well. So I can understand a little bit sad we're not going into the wood, but those of you who are just coming, obviously you've never been into the wood anyway, and it does run round the wood. So Wolford Wood Parkrun runs around the fields and beside the wood, so to speak. Thank you, Marshall. All the marshals very, very friendly and supportive of everyone going round, which is great to see. Thank you. Cheers. So, just coming to the end of my 3rd lap. So, finished funnel ahead. Got my barcode ready. So 3 laps in total. Thank you. Thanks. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There you go, no problem.
Cheers. So you get a token. I'm 35. Let me go and get it scanned. Thank you.
Well, yes.
Want me first?
You first.
Oops, sorry.
It's all right, take your time.
Yep, got it, thank you.
Yeah, got that one.
And
Then
then
we'll do swapsies. Thank you very much. Great.
thank you very much. So then you'll position your time, get married up with your personal barcode, and then you get your time. Aww.
There you go. I'll lift you up. Okay, right, let's lift you up. Trying to
Apparently they're a bit pecky, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're very sweet.
Who's distracted? I'll get over here.
Hello.